What is up, YouTube? Welcome to the End Zone, where football is king, talking all football all the time. And today we're going to talk about the XFL and what they've been doing with the Spring League. Yes, they have been experimenting many rules with the developmental football league known as the Spring League. An excellent league, lots of players, some like Johnny Manziel, have been through that league. So we are going to talk about these rules and how they change the game and how it separates the XFL from other football leagues, including the Alliance of American Football, which was a spring league from this past year. We'll start off at number 1, the 30-second play clock. So in the NFL, the play clock is 40 seconds, and in the Alliance of American Football, they also had a shortened play clock. I forgot the exact number they had for that. If you know that, please comment it down below. But there's a 30-second play clock, which is very interesting. It does speed up the game, and I'm excited for the 30-second play clock. Next up, the XFL will have kickoffs. The Alliance of American Football did not have kickoffs. The XFL will. The only difference is there are no fair catches, and there's a 5-yard halo rule. So this protects the player, and it also gives him a chance to get returns. And the CFL uses this rule. So this is adopted from the Canadian Football League, which we will have more videos on coming up. I have an interesting CFL video coming close, but I kind of am excited to see the XFL have kickoffs. In the AAF, it was kind of weird without the kickoffs, I will admit that, but I did enjoy it. Third, there can be multiple forward passes on the field, and a ball is only considered a forward pass if it passes the line of scrimmage. This one's kind of weird. I don't really know how I feel about this one, but it does make things easier when reviewing, like if there's a screen pass, if a player drops it or something like that. Lots of times it has to be reviewed if it's a fumble or not, and this will probably speed up the process. Actually, now that I think about it, as I'm just saying that, kind of looking off my notes, now I think this will actually help because it could make the rule for the forward pass much easier to determine if it's a forward pass or not. Second to last, Oliver Luck said there will be tiers for the extra point. So when you score, you can essentially choose how many points you want to go for. So in the AAF, it was you go for 2, which was very exciting, and I really liked that. But in the XFL, you can either go for 1 from the 2-yard line, go for 2 from the 5-yard line, or go for 3 from the 10-yard line. So you can essentially get 9 points, which is pretty crazy because that's like getting points from 2 drives in one, a touchdown, 6 points, and then a field goal. So I kind of like that rule where you can go from tiers, but it is kind of confusing for the average fan. I probably would just like to see them have 1 set extra point, and you could go for it like the Alliance of American Football had. Lastly, we are going to talk about the overtime. One that I think is very interesting to say the least, and I don't know if a lot of people are going to like this, but practically the overtime is a 2-point conversion shootout like PKs in soccer. Now, first the rumors were coming up that it was going to be a lot like PKs in soccer, and I was thinking, oh, this is going to be a field goal shootout, which would be pretty fun. Have both kickers on both special teams lined up on either side of the field, and every time they make it, move 5 yards back, basically a sudden death until you miss. I thought that's how it was going to end up, being like PKs just in football, putting the foot in football. But no, it will be a 2-point conversion shootout. Each defense and offense will line up on opposite ends of the field. They get 5 chances to score. So it's basically a point system. Team with the most points at the end wins the game. So essentially there are 44 players on the field. Team A's offense versus Team B's defense on one side, and Team B's offense versus Team A's defense on the other side. Now, if the defense forces a turnover, they get a point. And I assume if they force a turnover and return it and get 2, I think they'll get 3 points. I'm not positive how they will deal with that. Probably not, actually, now that I think about it. But I don't really know what they're going to do with that. The team with the most points at the end wins, and if there's a tie, they will go into another overtime. Now, the only problem is the players might get really tired. I don't know how this will compare to college overtime. It might be less tiring because they're only doing 2-point conversions, but it is definitely an interesting idea, and it's going to keep the pace fast for overtime, and you're going to get a definite winner. So guys, let me know what you think about the new XFL rules, if you like them, if you hate them, if you're going to watch the XFL, or if you will not watch the XFL. I'm definitely going to watch the XFL. I was an AAF fan at first, but then it folded. We'll have more AAF videos, by the way, coming soon. Let me know what you think about the XFL in the comment section below, what you like, what you don't like. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment to the End Zone. Thank you.